Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. I'm so excited. So after going through my palettes, I'm going to stick with the brands that are still around, just so you know. And I did like tier 1 being 25 and under, which would be drugstore. Tier 2, kind of like in the middle, 25 to 60, something like that. And then 60 to 100 is tier 3, and then tier 4 is 100 and plus. That's kind of where I'm at with it in like the prestige, breaking it into 4 categories. In this particular brand, we're going to go into tier 3. So I've already did tier 2, which Tarte to me won. Tier 3 is going to be Natasha Denona. Though she is 25, she has palettes in that range. She has palettes that are more, $129, I think, even. So I do like she's kind of like tier 1, tier 3, tier 4 type of thing. She's kind of like just all over the place. But it's nice because anybody can try it, I feel like. And I really feel like this brand is for the everyday, just want to be quick, wants good makeup that's going to work, do the work for you. Like, her shadows blend. I mean, her bronzers blend, her blushes, like everything just blends on themselves. You just take a brush and just work it, put it where you need it and it'll do the rest, It doesn't matter whether you use synthetic, natural hair. I mean, yeah, there's a difference in the finish, mind you, but like, it's still going to look good. You know what I mean? And that's where I feel like she thrives, Natasha Denona. And she does so many tutorials on her palettes. So many looks. Like, if you need inspiration for one of her palettes, you just gotta go check that, and she's got you. So I enjoy that. So with that said, let's get started. For foundation today, I'm wearing my Makeup Forever Reboot. Yeah, Reboot foundation. For concealer, I'm wearing my Sigma corrector. For concealer, I'm wearing my Too Faced Born This Way concealer. I set with the Lunar Beauty setting powder. The rest, my T-zone and under eyes. The rest of the face I set with my Lawless. For bronzer, I pulled this out because I seen somebody using it the other day, and it just reminded me that I have it, and it's the Sun Bunny. That's not it. From Too Faced. But where did I put it? Who knows? Oh, right here. This is where I put it. I'm wearing the Sun Bunny by Too Faced. I really like this bronzer. It's really nice. It's pretty. It looks real almost, like a real tan. And then for blush, I use my Ofra and Punch. I really like this blush too. I like the color. The formula. It's a formula, it's okay. For highlighter, I am wearing my Hershey Kisses again. I do love this highlighter, this one right here. It's just so pretty. That's all I can say. It's just so pretty. And then for the palette today, I was having a tough one because I was like, what palette do I choose out of this brand? But I decided, even though we're in the tier 3, I'm actually going to use a $25 palette, and it's her Trichrome mini Trichrome palette, which is blue. I thought it was fitting. I'm wearing blue today. I was supposed to go I was going to look for jobs, which I get a lot of jobs are online, but I don't understand that, to be fair. Because how do you really know who you're hiring or who you're going to even interview? And sometimes you could just pass on the interview if you knew who it was, you know what I mean? So I like to go in store. That's how you can tell my age. But anywho, I don't think that this blue look is going to win me any jobs, but at least have fun, For lipstick, I know I need to put it away. It's the Indian Rose by Tom Ford. So the first shade we're going to go into out of this is this one right here. Now y'all know I started liking blue. I'm using my Natasha Denona brushes, by the way. I started to like blue shadows, but I tend to only like them if it has the brown in it, for whatever the reason. It's more pleasing to my eye, I guess. I don't know. However, this does not have a brown, and I want it to be true to the palette so you can see. And even though you would assume like this brand's pigment and stuff is there because of the price point, it is there. This does have pigment. Like if you're looking for just a small blue shadow palette, this could be it. It's got really good pigment. It has a trichrome, kinda. I don't know about that one. I mean, compared to indie brands, you know, no. But for mainstream, sure. But I will say that creating a look with this palette is really easy. I'm using the Tarte white liner, by the way, too. So, I am actually excited. Urban Decay is coming out with a new Naked palette. And if you all heard, or watched any of my videos, you know I got into makeup late. And I have all the Naked palettes, but that one. I have Naked Heat. I have Naked Born to Run. Well, I have 2. I have Naked 3. I have Naked Smoky. I mean, I got them all. In all. I mean, all. And I even got, like, their contour palettes. All that stuff. But I never got the first one. And I saw it. I did see it. Like, I was getting into makeup right as they were pulling that from shelves. But Naked 2 and Naked 3 really, you know, spoke to me. So when they came out with Naked Reloaded, I was like, okay. And I liked it. It was fine. I don't think it really reminded me of the first one. But I don't know either. And supposedly they did change the formulas in this. But I think it's cool. And I think that this is what a brand should take note of. If they have did like Too Faced, I think in 3 or 4 years, they ought to bring back that peach palette. Because I think it would do them some good to do that. We're going to go into the darker blue now, this one here. Because when things like go outdated, like I don't know what the shelf life is for these things. And granted, people still have the original Naked palette and I'm sure they can still use it. I've not seen anybody use their palettes. Most of them have got them like just put away if they do have it. But I am, like, excited for that. And it's going to launch in just a couple of days. And I'll be honest, it has been a while since I've been excited for Urban Decay. And I think it's great. First, Too Faced comes back, kicking it out of the park. And now Urban Decay's coming. I'm like, come on. These brands are finally realizing, like, they better get on the train. They better stop standing still and get back on this train or they're going to go under. And I'm just so thrilled that Urban Decay is doing that. And I'm so glad they did. And like I said, I think that brands ought to take note. Like, I understand having limited edition stuff. Because, you know, with seasons and stuff. But it's like, bring it back. Like, I'm waiting for Urban Decay. It's like, I don't, or not Urban Decay, Too Faced. Like, their pumpkin palette, they could bring that back for, the holidays. I think it's been about 3 years since they first released that palette. Or 4 years, maybe. Mine's still going good. Like, I have all them. And mine's going, you know, strong still. But, like, some people don't have it. Maybe every 5 years they should bring it back, actually. Because I know you gotta make room for the new. And in order to do that, you gotta get rid of the old. But sometimes the old is just a classic. And it shouldn't be gotten rid of, by no means. I mean, that blue just applied perfectly. We're going to go into this cobalt blue now. I love this color. It is so bright. And pigmented. Like, it's crazy. And we're going to run it under the lower lash line. And like I said, I'm not a big blue person, so, but I do like this little palette for 20, I think, is it 25 or 29 now? I'm not for sure. It's just, it could be 27 actually. I forget. But it's the perfect little, just color story if you're wanting to step outside the box. And of course you can combine it with other color stories that she has. I think I have, is it 20 of them now? Or 30? I know it's an even number. So I think I own all of them that she has released. And I don't regret any of them. I mean, some of them obviously gets less use than others, but I love them all. And I was looking at them today. My granddaughter was in here. Actually, I'm going to put a little more of that cobalt blue. And she was like, Gigi. It was my youngest one. She was like, Gigi, you have too much makeup. I said, I do. I know. What will I do? Just joking. I didn't realize there was a point to this conversation that she had, but she had a point. She goes, I have an idea. I said, you do you? She goes, yeah. She goes, I think you should give me these little palettes. They're so little. You don't need them. You won't even know they're gone. Do you know what palettes she was talking about? And yes, I would know that they were gone. Yes, you would be correct. She was talking about my Natasha Denona. These little minis. I'm going to go into the trichrome now. And we're going to put it all over the lid. And, I was like, yeah, I don't think so, baby. When I die, you can have them. I won't be buried with all of them. And, she was like, no, I think you ought to give me this one, and this one, and this one. I was like, stop. Put them down slowly and back away from the Natasha drawer. And she's like, you're never going to use them all. Let me use them. I was like, no. You see that color pop over there? There you go. You see that dubious place? There you go. But there is certain palettes in my collection. I'm just like, nope, back away. We're going to go into this latest shade now. And we're going to put it in the inner corner. This is an all-in-one palette for me, which, again, I love. And I kind of think this would look okay with this, is it Xenon? Her little Xenon palette even. It would go good with. But I do really like the palette. Like, it's not an everyday palette. Don't get me wrong, there. It's not. But is it a cute, fun palette? Yeah, it is. Alright, for top lashes, we're going to use this here. I'm going to have to buy a backup of this, I think. Maybe I'll wait for the Sephora 20% off. The Armani mascara for the top lashes. Now watch me get a job out looking for one wearing blue. Like, that would be crazy to me. I never thought in a million years it'd be so hard to find a job after being a stay-at-home mom. Like, I don't know how people do it. I really don't. And don't get me wrong, I'm blessed. I know that. I don't take it for granted. But that's what I mean. I just don't know how people do it. And let me know, but I started thinking, like, if I got a job, like, what would I wear? Would I get up and do my makeup every day? Depending on the hours, I gotta be there and stuff, and what would I wear? So I started thinking, like, I might do like a series on that. Like, say I had to be at work at 7 o'clock. What time do I have to get up to actually do my makeup? You know what I mean? Type of thing. And, what I wear, like what I set it out the night before, that sort of thing. I'm kind of thinking about doing a series on that because I don't think well, I know there's certain things I wouldn't be doing if I had to get up and go to work. I did get a little bit of fallout with one of those shades, so I'm just sort of like wiping it away. I don't know where my little brush went. I had it, and now it disappeared on me. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, stained. I meant to wipe it away much easier, but it did not work. So I do got a little bit of staining right there. Maybe, hold on, I can cover it up. I got a little bit of fallout with this one too, where I packed it on. I'm going to use my Lunar Beauty. And see if I can cover that blue up a little bit. I meant to be more careful. I forgot about it. Because it came off on the other side, so I didn't really think much of it. But oh well. It don't look bad. I don't think. Can you really see it? I don't think you can. It just looks like I got dark circles. Looks like I can't do my makeup. We'll go with it. Alright. Anyway. I'm just sort of blending a little bit more up here to get it even. I need like a facelift, I think. It's my newest thing. I sit in the bathroom. Yeah, never mind. You don't even want to know. I did get a new Lancome Defined Seals mascara the other day. Because I don't want to just dry it out. So I'm excited. This is the first time I'm using it again. Fresh and new and all of its glory. And I bend this. I don't know why, but I always bend them. It usually comes very straight, but I like it bent. I feel like I can get in there on that lower lash line and get the lashes personally. But it does come straight, in case you're wondering. And my lower lashes are long. Wish my top lashes were like this. That would be really nice. Overall, I think this is a nice look. I really don't think it's like too much. I mean, obviously it's blue, you know. But at the same time, I really don't think it's too much. I think it's as almost as a neutral of a blue look as you could possibly get, to be fair. But yet it's definitely colorful. Maybe I've lost my mind. It's a possibility there too, and I haven't found it. I'm just saying. But yeah, overall, oh god, my lashes touched. See, that's the bad part about having long lashes. I'm good everywhere. Alright. I mean, I really think it's pretty. I don't know how it's coming off to you on you know. But like, there's no patchiness. It blended perfectly into one another. It was buildable, like everything you want a blue to be. And here's the thing, you're not going to wear blue that often, unless you do. Why would you buy a big palette of blue? You know what I mean? So for me, this is the way to kind of go in a way. I would like to see her come out with other palettes like this that are kind of like, what's the word, monochromatic like that, you know? Like maybe do an orange. I know Viseart has a couple that are monochromatic. I personally like to see her come out with like the Leela palette again, but like Leela like 0.20 type of thing, like just you know, like more amped up, I guess. Like the one she's gotten rid of, like how she did the golden palette, like come back with Leela's part 2 or something. You know, something like that would be fun. But anyway, that would be my favorite brand as far as like the price point in tier 3 if I had to choose one. For my nails, this is called Perfect Storm, and it's really pretty. I think it goes with today's look. It's by Marc Jacobs. I don't think you can get these anymore. I have about 4 or 5 of his nail polishes actually, and I really like them. Like, they kind of last a good bit of time, to be fair. Of course, no nail polish really lasts on me, but the price point, it wasn't bad back then, and I believe I even got a discount. Like, I think I maybe got 50% off when I purchased these, to be fair. I did get them off of Sephora, so. And then, I mean, you can't beat the LA Colors gel, though, as far as price point, and, you know, but anyway, that is all I have for you today. I am going to go about my day. It's been long days. How about you all? It's been long days for you all. It has been for me. But I will say that I'm glad that maybe not for everybody, but it's been kind of boring in the makeup world lately. And it was kind of nice to see some refreshing things happening right now, you know? Like getting the Too Faced palette, I was actually excited. The same with the Tarte, but Too Faced really excited me because back to their tin, back to their good formula, like it just excited me. The color story, everything. And the Tarte, of course, I know Tarte's been very consistent across the board, so I was excited for that, but I knew, you know, where Too Faced surprised me. And then with the Urban Decay coming, like that's a new thing. Pat McGrath just launched something. Natasha launched the Rose, and though I'm always excited for what she launches, and it was beautiful, it wasn't like kicking me into high gear or anything. But I am glad I have it. I do enjoy the palette. It is cute little palette, so. But anyway, yeah, it's a blue look. Take it for what it is, you know? But if I had to say, if you're in this price point, tier 3, I would steer you towards Natasha Denona, personally. I don't think you can go wrong with any of her palettes, number 1. But number 2, the fact that she is in like tier 1, tier 3, tier 4, I would steer you to the tier 2 or tier 1 technically, these smaller palettes, just so you get a taste of it. That way you're not out that much, in case you don't, by some reason, not like her formula, you know? But, again, it's up to you. But, yeah, let me know what you think. What would be your tier? Who else would be in her tier? I guess, like, I don't know. Who else would be in this tier? Oh, maybe like, well, no, Lancome would be more with Too Faced. Well, would it though? Because you don't get as many shadows. I feel like I don't know who else would be in that one. I mean, indie brands, maybe. I don't know. My bad. She's in a tier all to herself. There you go. But anyway, I'm gonna let you go. I've rambled long enough. Um, Let me know your thoughts and your feelings on the brand. I'm curious. Do you own any palettes from this brand? If so, which ones? What's your favorite, even? And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it helped in some way. If it did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I upload. I do upload every day, but Sunday, unless there's a new launch. And I will see you in my next one. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy. Bye.